Welcome to a new video and a new trap. The game started e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, d4, the Scotch game or the Scotch Gambit. E takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop c5, bishop e3, queen f6, this is the main line, and knight to b5. An old style move played early in the history of chess. So nowadays no one is playing this move, but still playable. Not so active, not so effective. And after this, bishop takes e3, f takes e3, and now better for black is to go back queen to d8 and protect the c7. In the game, black played queen to h4, and also this is interesting move. First of all, because it exerts pressure against white king, and second, it ruins the formation for the white's pawn chain, or pawn formation. So queen to h4, g3, and now queen to d8 is better to play. In case queen to d8, queen to g4, there is many moves here. King to f8 may be played. Queen f4, exerting pressure against c7. d6, knight 1 to c3, and this is unclear. But still, the king is black king is still will stay in the center for a long time, and the white pieces more active and more energetic and can start the attack faster than black. So another variation is g6 to protect the g7 pawn. Queen to f4 also attacking c7. Also, you have to just keep in mind if you are playing against the Scotch or with the Scotch, the c7 pawn or the c7 square is very important to attack or to defend. So d6 defending, bishop c4, knight e5 protecting f7 and attacking the bishop. So castles, and now in case queen to e7 considered a bad move because it gives white some chances to attack, knight 1 to c3 and going to d5. So in case c6 protecting d5, knight takes d6, so now forcing or luring queen to d6 away from the f7 pawn. So queen takes d6, bishop f7, king to e7, rook to d1, queen to f6, bishop takes g8, queen f4, e takes f4, and now this considered as a winning advantage for white because more pawns and more active pieces and more safer king and it could be winning chances more for white. Another variation g5, and this is considered okay for black. Another move is bishop to h3, and this is actually the best or the better move of all variations for black. Bishop to h3, bishop f7 check, king to d7, knight 1 to c3, g5, queen f2, knight to e7, and now this is considered as a clear advantage for black because the rook will come to f8, the knight is good with good position on e5, controlling g4 and f3, bishop attacking the rook on f1. So back to the game. After queen to h4, g3, queen takes e4, and this is the blunder for for black because he don't know this kind of positions, and maybe he couldn't calculate deep to understand or to see what's happening after. So let's see what's happening. Knight c7 check, king d8, knight a8, queen h1, and queen to d6, threatening mate on f8. So knight to f6, knight d2, of course developing, and now black tries to exchange queens and reduce the pressure and reduce the threats against his king. Of course, in case knight to c4, queen to f3, and the game still playable, but you can see black is exerting pressure against white king, and maybe the rook will come here, and this is somehow double-edged position for both players. So after queen to d5, queen to c8 to c7 check, so king to e7 castles, and now you can see the activity of white pieces and the threats against black, and how the black pieces are undeveloped, and also just the queen now will be under attack also. So queen to e5, trying to exchange the queens more once more. So knight to c4, okay, you want to exchange. Queen c7, knight c7. So now after knight to c7, the knight is going to be out, and black's position not a good one. In case rook to d8, knight to d6, and exerting pressure against the white's bishop on c8. So this is an advantage for white. Another move is d6. Knight takes d6, bishop g4, and rook to d2. And this is a slight advantage for white also. Another variation, what's played in the game, knight to d8. Going back with your piece is not so effective. So knight to d8, maybe trying to protect some squares, or to redevelop, maybe to e6, or to protect f7. Let's see. Knight to d6, knight e6. So now protecting the bishop. Knight c to b5, knight g4. Of course, black wants to attack and maybe grab some material, but this is not the issue now. You have a problem with your bishop and with your rook. You have to see some variations to develop, and to just to equalize if you can, but the white's position is very, very energetic and very advantageous against black. So knight takes a7, knight takes e3, knight takes knight 8, knight a takes c8 with check, so king to d8, knight f7 check, another move, and forking the king and the rook. So king takes c8, knight take h8, knight takes d1, and king takes d1, and now this is a clear advantage and more material. So bishop up, and more pawns, 5 pawns for white against 4 for black, and bishop and knight against just lone knight. So this is insufficient for black and winning for white. So for this reason, black resign. So you can see deep understanding for the position is a key issue. Queen takes e4. Not every pawn or free pawn you can grab, especially in the opening, especially your king still in the center and your pieces undeveloped. So this is very, very crucial. You have to, as we also, as we always we said, that you should study the theory. You should analyze the games and analyze the theory and understand the positions, and you should review many grandmasters games to see some plans, to see some good maneuver for your pieces and your king, to keep your king safe, and after that you can play a serious game. So this is our video for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next video and next trap. Bye.